Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. This is the Q&A. It's a little late because I took a nap. I needed it. So I'm recording a little later than I anticipated. I was just tired, so I took a nap and now I'm recording. It's Wednesday. I hope you're having a manageable week. My week has been interesting. YouTube restricted my last video, so I'm currently appealing that. That's why it's missing, if you're wondering what happened to it. They removed my video, gave me a warning. But their reason, I didn't violate their policies, and hopefully what I said in the appeal will work. We'll see. You know, whatever. I'll fix whatever if it doesn't. Anyway, Q&A is today. Before I start, everything I say here is for entertainment purposes only, informational purposes only. Everything I say here is alleged, even in the comments, okay? All right, so Table's cricket, and it's like bothering me. Okay, whatever. Gotta do what I have to do. Anyway, I chose 12 questions. I chose the questions I felt most drawn to, my energy and my spirit. So if I didn't answer your question, never fear. You could ask in the next round of Q&As. Some I did look, I was answering, I want to answer in the comments. But if you really want me to answer your question and I didn't, wait until next week, okay? But I did 12, and hopefully we can get through them. What else? If you want a personal reading, you can click in the description of this video and find the link there, or you could email me moonlightenrgy15@gmail.com, or you could simply comment. I know some of you do that, okay? And I'll send you the link. But if you can't find the link, if you don't comment, just email me moonlightenrgy15@gmail.com, okay? All right, so let's get into it, okay? Let me put on my glasses. Right, they're dirty. Let me clean them first. Question number one. Question number one is from Teresa Diamond 3651. My question is, will Elon's Doge be criminally charged for irregularities and other crimes? I would like to know if he also loses his visa because he came here on a student visa, and that's not what he is doing. Obviously. Wouldn't he have gotten that fixed? You know, the interesting thing about Elon is that he kind of was allowed to do all that stuff. You know, he was invited with open arms. Oh dear. The U.S. does that often. Sometimes they... Anyway. All right, let's answer your question. This table, I don't know. It's bothering me so much. The crookedness of it, it's like disturbing me. Bear with me, guys. It's like really upsetting me. Okay. So you mean employees, or will he be charged? Let's see. Will Elon Musk be charged for Doge's irregularities and crimes? Words. Saying no. Clear the center. He'll be charged for something. He'll be charged for something far worse than that. I do still see the vision of him being. I haven't spoken about Elon Musk in a long time because his fate is sealed. Let's see here. What do I want to ask? Let's see. Will the young hackers he hired be criminally charged? Will the young hackers he hired be criminally charged? Saying yes. Okay, clear center. They have a lot. There's a lot of them, these young men who think they were doing the right thing, think they were quote unquote saving Americans now. I have a lot of consequences. No one wants to talk to them on campus. One of them, like there's a lot. They were, they're really going through it. Do I feel bad for them? No. I kind of see them somehow as the fall guy, Let's pull some cards. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's one more question I want to ask, but I want to pull first. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I was asking in my mind, show me the downfall of Doge, and the tower came out. And I was thinking in my mind, I was like, I feel as I was thinking about Doge, as I was thinking about these men and Elon, I was like, the tower is going to come out when I pull these cards. I knew that happens a lot lately for me. I know, I can feel in the energy, and I know what cards I'll pull before I pull them. I don't think I need to pull any other cards here. The tower says it all. Complete and total destruction and collapse for this program. Okay. It flipped out as I shuffled. It flipped. That's so great. I love that for them. I love it. You try to align yourself with powerful men who is protected in a way, in a sense. More cards flipped over. The Six of Wands, Queen of Swords, Six of Wands, Four of Wands, the Lover's a decision. This goes here. Okay. And so, these cards are saying here, the Tower came out first, and the Queen of Swords is someone scrutinizing, investigating, analyzing, assessing what's going on here. Okay. Six of Wands is about Actually, this goes last. And that goes here. Like that. Okay, so Six of Wands is about your reputation, people looking at you, okay, being put in the spotlight. And so with this, whatever they'll be looking at, or whatever, they're already being looked at. Things went very quiet with the whistleblower, but they're looking into it. I could feel in the energy, okay? And so there needs to be some balance brought back. That's what the Four of Wands represents, okay? A stronger foundation. And the decision being made with the Lovers is about a big decision, okay? And so you have total dismantling. Let's see. Are there any current investigations happening into DOGE? Are there any current investigations happening? Yes. Okay. Clear the center. Will DOGE be completely dismantled? Will DOGE be completely dismantled? Saying yes. My guides are showing me people shredding papers. That's what they're showing me in my head. People frantically shredding papers. Clear the center. Will this happen? Will this happen within the next 6 months? Will this happen within the next 6 months? Saying yes. Clear the center. Clear the center. Will DOGE be dismantled within the next 3 months? Will DOGE be dismantled within the next 3 months? Hard yeses for all of them. Okay, clear the center. I have one more question. Will Elon Musk, he won't, but let's see. I could be surprised. Will Elon Musk step down? Will Elon Musk step down as Tesla CEO? Will he step down? Oh, saying yes. Okay, we'll see what happens. It's way worse than what people... It's bad what's going on in his company. It's not good. And it's worse than what people believe or what they're being shown. Way worse. But as predictions go, he will be arrested. That's something I will, it's a prediction that feels pretty solidified for me. Okay. All right. Moving on. Next question, number 2. Mama Llama AZ. What do you feel was going on with the heavy presence of the UFOs and now nothing? What do I feel was going on with the heavy presence of UFOs and now nothing? B's talking to me, and B is saying, they're still here. You just don't... He said, they're still here. They're just incognito. He said, they're just incognito. Why are they incognito? He said because they don't want y'all and y'all in his, they don't want y'all in their business. That's what he said. Okay. They do watch us. They do assess us. They are not dangerous, I'm being told. I'm just going to pull 3 cards. My guys are saying those of them who need to be here stays here. Show me 3 cards for an explanation. Ace of Cups. The Tower. Very interesting. Tower came out 2 questions, huh? Chariot in reverse. Is this in reverse? Did I grab the deck crazy? Chariot in reverse. Give me 2 clarifiers for those cards. The Tower is great upheaval, great shocking upheaval. Okay. And Chariot in reverse, loss of control. Perhaps that's why. Let's see. Ace of Wands. The Hermit. Yeah, look, they're gone. They're not gone, rather. They're incognito. Perhaps introspection, perhaps they see the craziness in the world in general. You know, assessing. Ace of Cups, this feels like the no harm, you know. It's saying like they are there for our benefit, but they're not there to interfere. Like it's not, you know, it's not time yet. Like they're asking, how do we help them? Can they be helped? That's it. You know, there's a lot of. Oh my God, B is saying like, you know, asking questions, talking amongst themselves, seeing how we respond to them. That's why the presence was so heavy. I feel like people responded. I feel like, you know, that man who confirmed, like, yeah, sure, they exist. There was no reaction. But they're, you know, they're still there. They've withdrawn, I guess, you know, to introspect into they do recognize some sort of loss of control, both emotionally and it feels like, asking, well, what can we do? Is there anything we could do? Don't feel like they're quite there yet. Next question. I hope I answered your question. It's because whenever I get asked about aliens, and I put, my energy into that energy, it's so expansive and beyond anything we could comprehend. And to them, we are something beyond. I feel as though they look at us and they're like tilting their head. They're trying to understand us, and they don't. I don't think they do. Okay, next question. 𝐃𝐓'𝐬 My question is, did this is a big question. Netanyahu plot with GOP and Trump to escalate Gaza here in the U.S. to undermine Biden. There was a man identified from the far right who had actually targeted universities with information about Gaza almost immediately after the October attack, before Israel had even responded. Okay. Let's see. Did Trump and Netanyahu work together to undermine Biden? Saying rephrase. Okay. Clear the center. Let me look again. Maybe I said it wrong. Did Netanyahu plot with the GOP and Trump to escalate Gaza here in the U.S. to undermine Biden? Saying yes. The answer is yes. Okay. I'm going to move to the next question. There's before I move on, there's something this man is this there's something this man is plotting that is very, I saw something and I was like, not meaning Netanyahu, there's something he's up to that seems kind of scary. I'll look at that again, but it's not good what he's up to. Not good at all. Not good. All right, next question. Number 4. Lucas D9361. I was wondering if an accident happens at the military parade. See an explosion of some kind. I know this is similar to a question I asked before. What about this past week? Okay. He's still trying to do that, huh? Alright, let's see. I thought I had answered that he wasn't going to have... For some reason, I feel like it won't happen. But let's see. Will Donald Trump have his military parade? Will Donald Trump have his military parade? Saying no. Clear the center. Will Donald Trump have his military parade in June? Swinging no. Clear the center. It just feels like no. Let's see. If he has his military parade, I know you just told me no. However, if he does have his military parade, will something dangerous occur? Saying yes. It's almost like it's not almost. What they're saying to me is that will be too dangerous for some reason. So it may not happen for that reason. Will the military parade not happen because of danger? Saying yes. Swinging your heart yes. Just feels dangerous. It feels, I mean, who wants him to have a military parade? Like he's Kim Jong-un or Stalin or, Hitler. Justice. I said, why won't it happen? And the justice card came out. Why won't it happen? Energy doesn't feel by justice. The energy towards him actually him having a military parade Four of Pentacles came out before. I remember Four of Pentacles came out as an answer. I remember that. What is he going to do? Come out in a crown? He's going to come out in a military uniform? With all these accommodations like those leaders do who have military parades? He never even served in the military. High Priestess. One more. Three of Pentacles. Something going on in secret. Meetings. Mysteries and secrets with the High Priestess and the Three of Pentacles. We don't quite know yet, perhaps. But it could have something to do with justice and not letting go. The Four of Pentacles. Okay? So I don't know if he's going to really have his military parade. The energy, at least today, doesn't feel like it's happening. Okay? Let's put that in the air. Let's make sure it doesn't happen. Let's wish for it. But I don't know. It doesn't, for some odd reason, doesn't feel like it is. Okay, not odd. It's just what it feels like. And the cards are saying no. Number 5, lava lamp vibes. Another day of centering and living with gratitude here. My question is the delay in dealing with climate change and the impact of our wildlife and food supply. I watched the Friends of Big Bear Valley 𝐂𝐴HCAM and think about what damage we've already done and how much worse it will get before we turn the tide. Did I miss the question? Maybe the question could. Okay, I'm assuming you're asking about okay. My question is the delay in dealing with climate change and the impact to our wildlife and food supply. Okay. Oh man, this has been a question since before Donald Trump. I remember talking about this in school. I did a paper in grad school about our food supply. I remember that. And okay. Show me the impact of our food supply and wildlife due to the delay of climate change. Queen of Cups. Queen of Pentacles is on the bottom. I was told that that's there, and the Tower is here on the bottom. Eight of Swords. The Chariot. Five of Wands. The Star. Give me the ultimate outcome. The Tower comes out, that's the card, but I hear the message. We have water, we have earth, we have the Eight of Swords. Ultimate. Ten of Swords. Give me a clarifier for that. Doesn't that look like a desert? The devil. Well, well, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, water and earth. Perfect representation, right? Eight of Swords. Mother Earth, perhaps, being choked. Worry. Stagnant. Okay. Not moving forward. But there's something here with the Chariot here, this energy. And the Five of Wands. In between the Star and the Chariot. There are advocates. There are people who, you know, who are making a concerted effort to try and make things better, despite the Five of Wands energy where everyone has their own agenda. Kind of looks like things are on fire here. You know? Not a good feeling. But, you know, it's like my guides are saying, have hope. Have faith with the Star. Things can get better. It'll be hard. It'll be tough. But and then, honestly, this is something that has been occurring for years and years and years. And now we're in a space where we have a government who just doesn't, you know, they don't care. So that could progress damage. That could hurt us, damage us. You have the Ten of Swords and the Devil. And Ten of Swords is a painful ending, but it's an end to painful endings as well. Okay, and the Devil is there. So perhaps, you know, the Ten of Swords is you walking, it's walking into something, an end to pain. Okay, and you're walking off into a new, you know, my sister's sneezing. She sneezes very dramatically. It's like a reset. Okay, and perhaps you are walking away from the devil energy. But this feels like, it feels very, this is a spiritual reading. These are metaphors, so to speak. You know, Mother Earth being choked with the Eight of Swords energy, trapped in a sense. But a reset. Have hope, have faith. You know, we'll adjust, but this isn't, it's what my guys are saying to me, this isn't something that will happen and right now. It's happening, but, you know. And it's always, you know, resources could be limited. You know, that there's always what I'm understanding. Well, you know, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, so strength there. These are queens, okay, and so once you have the right people back, quote unquote, right people, who will do the right thing, it could be. At some point, you know, damage could be non-reversible, but we're not there yet. The Star is there. We're not quite there yet. I don't think we'll get there. Okay. I hope that answered your question. It's tough, though. Number 6. Bonnie R. S1F. With the White House, Can't see. Will the White House pass Trump's big, beautiful budget? What an idiot. This includes raising the debt ceiling and big tax cuts for the wealthy, as well as Medicaid cuts. Will enough Republicans vote against it to stop it? I don't even want to call it that. Will Donald Trump's bill pass Congress? Will Donald Trump's bill pass Congress? Saying no. Hold on. I'm holding it weird. It feels uncomfortable. Let's try again. Will Donald Trump's bill pass Congress? Saying no. Interesting. It's a hard no. Clear the center. Will enough Republicans vote against passing the bill? Oh, surprised. Saying yes. Okay, let's see real quick with the cards. Queen of Swords. Wait, what I saw first? Six of Cups. Then I saw a Page of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Two of Swords on the bottom. The Emperor. Judgment. Give me the ultimate reason why it won't pass. Judgment, guys, is there. If you saw my video before they removed it. And next to the Emperor, just like I pulled last time. Five of Pentacles. Perhaps a lack of votes. A lot of Republicans are not happy. They see what the impact will have on them, on their own family members, and their constituents. They want an angry mob of people at their offices, calling them like they've been doing. Let's see. The Five of Pentacles represents a lack of votes for the bill to pass. Does the Five of Pentacles represent? It It's going to be tough. There's a lot of pushback. And it's more than the 11 that they keep saying. Oh, 11 Republicans. It's way more than that. Like I talked about in yesterday's video, they don't know what's going on. So you have the Emperor here in Judgment. Let's do these 3 cards. Queen of Swords, the Emperor, and Judgment. The Emperor is in the middle. That is Donald Trump. Okay. And Queen of Swords, they're sort of looking at this like, looking at this budget, this bill rather, very shrewdly and looking at everything. Judgment. You know, transition. 6 of Cups comes out. 6 of Cups is you looking back, wanting to take something from the past, you know. This is about there's a lot of messages here. Some of them are thinking about, some of them, you know, shockingly, some of them are thinking about children. Interestingly enough, I don't, you know, this is what my guys are telling me. I touched this card. Some of them are even looking back. It's a lot, multiple things happening. Some of them are even looking back. They're it's like they're looking over their shoulder back to the recent past of these reactions that their people, their constituents is having now. It's about learning lessons, the 6 of Cups, learning from your past. And it seems like some of them, the ones who are against us, are doing that with the Page of Pentacles here. You know, they want to be realistic and practical. And that's why it may not pass. They might not have enough votes. The 5 of Pentacles is a card of lack, bankruptcy. Okay? So we'll see what happens, but it's not gonna be easy for his big beautiful bill. All right. Number 7. Michelle's 3. Will there be advancement in CTE diagnosis and treatment while still alive? Chronic traumatic encephalopathy is a degenerative brain disease resulting from too many head traumas and injuries, and is taking the lives of many. That's a good question. Okay. Will there be any advances in diagnosing CTE while the person is still alive? Will there be any advances saying yes? I think now, I think even now it's like they have interventions due to symptoms a person experiences. You know, athletes and those are it seems like those are the ones who experience the most. Some people still don't believe in it, which I find interesting. But yes, the answer is yes. I do see that. I do see that. Give me 3 cards as to why yes. Understand what is happening with these cards and my shuffling this week. My shuffling this week has been atrocious. It's like, I don't know what's happening. This is a upside down week for me, guys. This is I'm having a week. Look, I know the card just fell out my hand. I need to like cleanse or something. Ace of Swords, King of Cups, 9 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. I knew that was there. Money. More people will be talking about it. Okay, communicating about it. Intellectual expansion. More information on it. People understanding it more. People having more compassion. Okay. Feels like a real flow of how it happens. There's something with like even people who think they suffer from it talking more about it and how it affects their lives, which will bring on this feeling of compassion and support. And money. Giving money. Okay. People donating to research. Okay, so the answer is yes. All right. Number 8. Amy, hold on, I can't see. Amy R, 1576. What is going on with Justin Bieber? Cries for help in allegedly drug abuse. It just seems that this behavior escalated when the Combs trial began. What's going on with Justin Bieber? I don't pay attention. Some of y'all might be like, why did she choose that question? I don't know. I felt drawn to it. Okay. He's using drugs? Is that true? What's going on? got the yips, guys, with my shuffling. What's going on with Justin Bieber? Tell me. Temperance. Nine of Wands. The Empress. The Hangman. Queen of Wands. The High Priestess. Six of Cups. Something with his childhood. He's looking to heal. Okay. It doesn't feel... There's strength here. Is Two of Wands. It doesn't feel bad, the energy. You know. The High Priestess is here. It doesn't feel bad. It feels like he... I don't know. Sometimes people... When you look at celebrities, there's Three of Swords is here. Interesting. He's going through a period of what is happening here. He is going through something, but it feels more like he's going through something emotional, and it does have to do with his past, perhaps his childhood, with the Six of Cups here. And there's intense emotions here. With Temperance is here. He's looking for inner peace, you know, healing, balance. I don't know if he's abusing drugs. I don't see that. Is he smoking weed? Let's look at the headlines. And all the things are about Hailey Bieber. Yeah, I don't see that. I don't see drug use, honestly. I don't see that. It feels okay. It feels like this is you know, it feels like honestly, it feels like he's on some sort of journey where he is thinking about his past, but his energy doesn't feel like turmoil. It feels like strength. The Strength card is here, and the Nine of Wands is here. Okay, so I don't know about cry for help, because it feels like he is getting help. You know, it feels like he talks to someone. The High Priestess here. Is he religious? You know, the Three of Swords is here, but it doesn't feel, you know, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Swords is here. He's doing the right thing for himself, it feels like. I don't see cry for help. I see someone, you know, he has to make a conscious decision about something. He's looking out at the horizon. He's looking towards the future. He wants to heal. The Hangman is here, you know, changing his perspective about something. The Empress, his creativity drives him. Okay, this nurturance. This could be his wife, you know. He does have like pain about his childhood. I could see that, but he has learned how to let it transform him. Okay, so he could be going through something, but he's at the same time, his energy feels like he's okay. It feels like he's in control. It feels like he knows how to help himself for inner peace, inner healing. Temperance is here. I don't know. It doesn't feel, he feels okay. He feels like he's handling whatever, he's been thinking about and contemplating on. And he's not doing it alone. Okay? So he's okay. Sometimes fans, they worry and they see things and, people just being human. But he's okay. He's actually on quite a spiritual journey. I don't feel, and there's a lot of strength inside and behind him. He's not alone, Very nice. Maybe that's why I felt drawn to that. If energy feels good, actually. Okay. Number 9, Brianna J 7250. Will there be a period where we see more good women in power? Like these judges and female billionaires, like the man oligarchs today, because women tend to be more self-aware, empathetic, and not so abrasive and greedy toward others. We could be abrasive. How will women change things or improve things? There's nothing wrong with being abrasive. It's how you use it. I shouldn't say there's nothing wrong. There are some things with being abrasive, but it's how you perhaps assertive is the right word I should use. You mean, will there be a switch to the feminine? Let's see. Will there be, in the future, will there be a switch to more female leaders? Saying yes. A heavy yes. I do see that, Brianna. I do feel that. It only takes one. We have some great female leaders. The ones who, They just have to be given the space and the opportunity. Everything has to change. Everything has to change. Let's see. Show me the answer. The world is on the bottom. You want to talk about feminine energy? The moon. Here's your answer. Yes. Temperance. Wisdom. Inner peace. Harmony. Balance. Knight of Swords. Shrewdness. Strategic planning. Moving forward. 7 of Cups. People have to make the right choice. 2 of Swords. Still some, these 2 cards here. Still some barriers. It'll be slow. Knight of Pentacles. But yeah, the answer is yes. The world is here. You know? Yeah. I mean, that moon came out first. That is feminine energy right there. But we have to get through the barriers there and the slow progress when it comes to even other women not wanting women in power because they're brainwashed. There's this, I don't know if it's true. I don't know because most things about the thing about the internet is it's the internet. So people, via social media, people can't see beyond what they're looking at. They think that what they see in their algorithm is a representation of a community, the world itself, you know. And so they're like, oh, younger kid, you know, Gen Zers, they're becoming, the girls are more conservative and traditional, and I don't think that's true. I think, you know, they look at these women, these young women, and see like, oh, they want to be a trad wife, and they're saying the same thing about the men, that they're incels, and yes, it's a swath of younger and younger, getting very strange, but it doesn't represent the overall community. It doesn't. It's just what you're seeing in your social media. Get off social media. Go to a library. For those of you who don't. I think all of you do, though. Number 10. Number 10. John R. 5487. What will come of the lawsuit filed by Stephen Miller? Stephen Miller's think tank against Justice Roberts for White House control of the court system. I can't believe we're around the same age. I mean, I could believe that he's a ghoul. The more terrible things, his true form, his insides and match his outsides. Stephen Miller. Okay, he's a ghoul, that man. Will Stephen Miller's lawsuit against Justice Roberts be successful? No. Hard no. My guy that's showing me a picture of him laughing, Justice Roberts. He's laughing. Let's see how he feels about it. Pull some quick cards on his feelings. How does Justice Roberts feel about the lawsuit against him? Ace of Swords, 5 of Cups, the Sun. Let's give him the go-ahead to do something. 5 of Cups, let's see there. Give me a clarifier for the 5 of Cups. The Tower. He's pissed. Actually, Give me a clarifier for the Tower. That guy's just said he is the Tower. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is causing him some. He's not happy. He's not happy. 5 of Swords. He is unhappy about that. But the Sun is here. He knows it'll be fine with the Sun. He's very angry. He didn't expect this, and it caused him to be upset about it. The 5 of Cups, Tower, and it shocked him. And the 5 of Swords. Shocking to him that someone would. I'm not sure if he's been sued before. That they would dare do this, is what I'm hearing. And he's talking about it. That's not good, because this is his laughter. This is his initial feelings. Right? Ace of Swords. Intellectual expansion, communication, finding out news, okay? And he's pissed. But the Sun is here. And you know what this is? The Sun, the smiley face with the Sun. It's very much like, okay, yes, all right, we could do this. Watch out. The highest court in the land? You're brave. You're brave. What will he do? Give me one card. Give me one card. Strength. He'll be fine. Ace of Cups. King of Cups. Alright. Give me one card for the outcome of this. Everything that they do just digs a hole for them. The outcome of this, 7 of Swords. This lawsuit it's not going anywhere. It's flimsy. It's nothing. 7 of Swords. Your plan, you try to plan strategically, but it's a flimsy plan. It's not a lot of, Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's nothing will come of it, but it's a flimsy lawsuit at best. But what it's doing at best is he is not happy. I'm hearing him say, "You dare come after me? I will expose you." I can see him throwing his glasses. Pissed. Pissed. He's pissed. That's the catalyst for something, that's for sure. Interesting. Number 11. Observation 11. What do you pick up about Senator John Fetterman from Pennsylvania? I don't know much about him, but he does seem unconventional. Someone asked, it was another question about, does he like Donald Trump? But I happened to see something about him, and there was an article I didn't read. I just saw a few days ago, actually, and it was interesting that someone asked a question. Two people asked a similar question about him, and about his health, his mental health, his stability, and how he should step down. It was a big article, and it caused a lot of stir. I'm gonna pull in a second, but I want to ask, does John Fetterman support Donald Trump? I'm saying no. Hard no. He is unconventional. I feel in his energy that I'm connecting to now. Tell me about John Fetterman. Tell me about what's going on with him. Three of Swords, Page of Swords, Three of Cups. Didn't he have a stroke? He had a stroke, right? If I remember correctly. And as I'm looking at this, there may be something wrong with his mental and emotional because of his stroke that he had. It may have perhaps did something to the chemistry of his brain. This is what I'm feeling. Seven of Wands. He's not going anywhere. King of Cups. Okay. Alright. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Magician. They want him to go, but he's not. He's not. Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups, Four of Cups, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. There's something okay. These are no. I'm just placing these down. Actually, this goes here. This goes here. There is something about his emotional up and down sort of thing. There's all these wands here. There's this cups here. The Three of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Three of Cups. The Ace of Cups and the Queen of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. There feels like there's something, his mood switches. It's back and forth, like up and down, his mood. There's some mental, emotional stuff happening here with all these cards here that I just listed off. Perhaps something with his focus. it feels very scattered, like perhaps some impulsivity. Perhaps I'm not diagnosing anyone. Okay, I have not met or sat with this person. It feels, the cards aren't leaning towards it, but it feels like his mood is up and down constantly. And it may affect his work, his focus sometimes, his communication. You know, there's a wildness I see in the energy here, over here, a wildness. And this heightened, and then, this down sort of, not that he doesn't care, but I don't know, it's hard to explain. His mental emotional is affecting his focus, is affecting his mood, it swings, his behavior. But as we move over here, with the Knight of Wands, King of Cups, the Magician, what is that? The Seven of Wands, and the Hierophant. He's not going anywhere. He's not incapable of his job, it feels like, in the energy here. Despite what I see in his, psychological, emotional, he's capable of his job. He can do his job. He can, and he's asserting that. He's not incapable of doing, I don't see it or feel, and I don't know this person. I know of him. But what I'm feeling is that he's, and I do sense that he's getting help too. The Hierophant is here. He's getting help. He is getting help for that. But he's very private and prideful. And he cares. He does care about his work. Okay? But he does have some issues, and I think it stems from his stroke. But the Hierophant, it means he's getting help. Next to the Magician. Okay? He can do his job, and he is getting help, but he does have some issues that stems from, it feels wild. It's kind of sad, actually. He's dealing with a lot, but he's getting help. Okay, he feels like a good guy, and it's relative, but he feels he's trying to, get it together. Oh, I empathize. Number 12. 𝐃𝐓'𝐬. Will they need to conduct another election for Kamala to be president? Will she be elected? This isn't his question, the second one. I added in because I saw someone asked about, if they're, will she be elected? Will she be elected in 2028 instead? I added that question in from another question. Okay. Will there be another election to get Kamala elected? Will there be another election? Saying no. Clear the center. Will Kamala be president in 2028 instead of 2025? Saying no. Clear the center. Kamala be elected as president in 2025? Swinging yes, a hard yes. Clear center. Kamala will not be elected as president in 2025. Saying no? Okay. So there's your answers. I'm gonna pull a quick card. I said, show me a court card that she'll be elected. 3 cards came out. Queen of Pentacles, that is a court card. The Lovers, the Big Decision, and the Fool, New Beginning. Okay? I'm not making a prediction. Reading the energy, sharing the energy, okay? Alright guys, so that's it. That's all I got. I hope this resonated with you. Please like the video, okay? Comment down below. Hopefully my removed video will be put back up. So those of you who didn't see it, you'll be able to watch it. But I will see you on Friday with Moving Forward, okay? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your comments. I'm so grateful for you all. I really appreciate that you continue to participate in this community and continue to watch me. And I hope we can continue this. I'll see you Friday. Bye. Like the video.